Welcome to the channel. This is Clarityempress, the Empress of Clarity, here to bring you a collective energy reading for my Clarityempress collective. I hope you are well. I hope you're having a great day, great evening, great night, or whenever you see this. Thank you for coming to the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell so you are notified anytime I come on. Also, just know that when you like, share, or subscribe, that is energetic donations to the channel. Cost you nothing. All right, we will be doing a live donation reading after the collective energy reading, and then yeah, live donation readings. Pinned comments coming on. Hey sis, pinned comments are coming soon. What else I want to tell y'all? If this is your first time, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. What's going on, Lati? How you doing, boo? I'm glad I was able to catch you for a minute today. What's up, sis? We're going to see what it do and what it is. So this is about heal energy, right? Because, you know, I keep telling y'all about this Pisces energy right now. Pluto is active. It's Mars is squaring Pluto right now and all that stuff, right? So it's a lot going on in the planets. Check your local astrologer; they can break it down better than me. But there's a lot of endings and new beginnings, right? I am amazing. I did get some bad news today, which is an ending. My physician passed away, and I am just numb about it. I'm hurt. But I'm more numb because I'm stunned. I just found out in a letter he died last month, in the end of last month. And I've known this man about 23 years. Yeah, at least 23 years. And he was my age. That's the other thing. He was my age. All right, he is my age. I mean, I think his birthday was in May, if I'm not mistaken, because we had a conversation. I was like, "Oh, you more the same year as me. When your birthday month?" He said May. I remember that now. I was like, "Oh, okay. All right, I know I liked you, Generation X." Ah, man, but I feel for his wife, Mary. Um, yeah, he was a good guy. We always enjoyed seeing him. He was our family physician. Man, we didn't get to say goodbye because we didn't know, you know? But anywho, we still here. Thank you for coming to the channel. Okay, so you see tonight's topic, right? We healing and we moving from past energy into future energy. So things are, moving along. And we about to put some things to ending. I have a story time, but I gotta filter that and then ask spirit how I want to deliver that. Okay. Sometimes I gotta ask spirit before I deliver it. So that story time might not be tonight. All right. So we're gonna see because there are several factors that will let you know you are healed from situations. And some of them is that ick. I think we talked about that before. Having that ick, you look back at the person and you wonder, well, what was I even thinking? Why did I want them at whatever given time? You get the ick and you're like, eh. That's one. Um, Also, when they don't trigger you anymore, okay? When you really are unbothered, they don't trigger you. You're just over it. Oh, right. Another night. Oh, and tomorrow, y'all, is Carmen's birthday. We got to shout her out tomorrow. Let me pin the message. But yeah, Miss Carmen is having a birthday too. So when's another 9-9? Because technically today would be another 9-9. It's the 18th, right? So 1 and 8 equals 9. the ninth month, 1 and equals 9, and we're in 2025. So technically, today is a 999 day. Mm-hmm. Right? All right, Spirit, let's get to the message about the healed. Thank you for coming to the channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate you. All right, Spirit. Right place, right time. That's how I felt. There was an alignment, a divine timing meant to be situation. And oh, okay, so then there's another one on 9/27/2025. So today's the 999. We've already had 999 and now the 27th. Wow. All right, tell me more, Spirit. But distractions got in the way. Always busy, wandering eye, and kept you waiting. Yeah, somebody wasted time. And see, this is how you heal, right? When you start seeing a situation for what it is and not for what you want it to be, and you realize, you reflect on the red flags you may have ignored, that leads you towards your healing. But there's an ultimate, and we're going to get there because we talked about this so many times, but it's a different way of looking at it, and we're going to get there. I'll get there a little later. Tell me more, Spirit. Guilt, yeah. So your person is going in a hidden energy. They feel guilty, stressed, anxious, shamed, and remorseful for the way they treated you. Mm-hmm. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, twin flame. This feels like a twin flame soul contract. Again, divine time is here. There's always been a lot of synchronicities. You may have seen a lot of numbers, had dreams, other types of things. Only you tend to see, the others don't see, that you just know is just for you. You know what I mean? Like, some of us share birds as symbols. But you know, when you see your bird, what that bird means to you, you know what I mean? Butterflies. There's more than that, okay? But there's synchronicities, and that's the challenge and the lesson. That might have kept you tethered to a relationship longer than it needed to be because Spirit is always talking to you about it, you know, and it could be them projecting, you know, or you in a nostalgic energy. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. One more. But when I get to the end, I'm gonna tell you how you know. This is how you know you heal. When we get to the end, I'm gonna let you know. So stay tuned. Tell me more. Yeah, Netflix and chill, sneaking around. So you had somebody in your energy that was not faithful, not honest, always lying about their whereabouts. This person, they still in that energy for that to be the likely outcome. And their secret is dishonest, mysterious, and always hiding information. This person, that's the biggest problem you got with them, is that they lie. Lie. All the damn time. But when you got with this person, it seemed like it was the right place, right time. All the stars lined up just for y'all, and it felt good, right? It felt meant to be. But I'm feeling like somebody may have been love bombing you, hiding a lot from you, because, you know, like a rushed into a relationship type of situation before you figure out who they are or what they really are about. And this is giving somebody who they snuck around a lot. This is all their energy, to be honest with you. This is not yours, other than you might have felt at one point in time it was the right place, right time. Now they may be experiencing this activation with the twin flame and soul contract. So it could have been something like you told them we were meant to be, because that's how you felt, you know, given the circumstances. And then this person did all the things, and now that's not happening because they feel guilty. They have been distracted. I don't feel like y'all together. They lie too much. So now they're struggling with the fact that you're not dealing with them. I mean, how can you really? But we gonna get to how you heal about this. We can get there. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, so you might have had a couple cycles with this person. You may have had a couple cycles with this person, and you were in it for the long run, no games. Maybe that's what they told you to commit. Past energy. Like, I really, you know what? I mean it this time. It's just me and you. We gonna be together this time. hmm Some of y'all went back to somebody you shouldn't have went back to, but you learned. Tell me more. Yep. And somebody had you distracted from your high value. This is a trick. Somebody got you to put your crown down temporarily, not recognize who you are. But Spirit said it's time to put that crown back on. It says the Empress self-worth will not settle. I feel like that's the energy you're in now because this person had you put your crown down. You were supposed to be wearing crowns together, them theirs and you yours. However, that didn't happen with this person being distracted. Some of you might be an avoidant of detached energy, meaning you, when you have a high value, you don't attach yourself to something low value, and that's nothing wrong with that. You will avoid that situation, those people, and what they're about, and you will detach. Why? Because there's nothing to attach to, especially if they're distracted, wandering, if they want to keep you waiting. The Empress does not wait in the way that they think. She is served. Therefore, she's waiting for what she deserves, not waiting for somebody to play in her energy. And this person is guilty of doing that. They stressed and ashamed and remorseful for the way that they treated you, hidden energy. Tell me more. She said, I'm glad I'm not that stupid. That's because you Empress energy. You ain't supposed to be that stupid. Okay? We are good. All right. Tell me more. Yeah. Egg on it, they got caught. So whatever this person did, they got caught feeling foolish and everything that they were doing backfired. This person was playing games, and it backfired. I'm going to tell you how in a second. About to get my drink on. Thank you, boo. All right. Go away. You gotta stir it up a lot. I couldn't swallow it. And you got that? Can you give me a fork or something? Or, oh, it's it leaking? Filter need to be changed. Pardon me, y'all. Pardon me. Just give my drink a little sweetie sweet. Cause I need to keep my throat chakra open for this tonight. Okay, that's better. All right, so egg on their face. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me about the twin flame soul contract. Oh, okay, so this person was stubborn, selfish, guarded, inflexible, and lacked empathy. This is a very avoided individual. That's now awakening to this soul contract that you all have. But this person, the challenge and the lesson is this person wasn't going to change. They weren't going to divert from being that way. This person was probably telling you things like, I just can't help who I am. That's just me, you know? Basically, take it or leave it. and they're fine with it because that's just how I am. Yeah, that don't work well for Empress energy at all. Tell me more, Spirit. Mm. Yeah, you had a very cold individual. Cold shoulder, break up distance, ignoring and keeping busy. Okay, so you got somebody who not only sneaky and stubborn and secretive and all that stuff, very dishonest individual, but they probably over there fronting trying to give you the feeling that they living a best life, when in fact they're just trying to keep busy, trying to be distracted, trying to act like everything copacetic, and it's not. It's not. They're not happy. Whoever this is just fronting. And we gonna see why. Mm-hmm. This person is always lying. They lie about what everything looked like, and their life could be falling apart, as far as you know. And if you even care, because this is all their energy. The only time I'm seeing you is here in this high value position. This person may have love bombed you. You know what I'm saying? Came in hard, gave you some empty promises, and they didn't keep up with it because they were too busy lying. Oh, what's the bottom of the deck? Yeah, so this person, you have a soulmate connection with them, but again, this could be somebody that you just need to learn a lesson from. You might have a reunion with them, but it may not go the way you think it's going to go because they aren't who they say they are. And they haven't changed a bit. They are still very stubborn. They still are a liar. Well, if that's how they want to be. hmm. But you know, this what they don't realize, if this person is a yo-yo in your life, they come in, they come out, they come in, they come out, because they have this expectation that you'll always be there no matter how much they lie, no how much times they give you the cold shoulder. Again, that's just who I am, because they stubborn. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones sitting with egg on their face, feeling foolish. Everything is backfiring on them. If they left you playing around, because this Netflix and chill card is giving third party, that's backfiring. Whoever they're with, they're unhappy with. That person may even be giving them the cold shoulder. This person is not happy. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, we got two cards of guilt and shame of how they behave. And a lot of behavior that's not becoming to a relationship with anybody, for real. This is the type of person that would throw something in your face and then come back and say, you know, I was just sorry. You know, I was just playing. You know, you're like real immature. But then want to act mature when they want intimacy or whatever this is they trying to do. Talking about they committed now. They not committed. This person don't know how to commit to nothing and nobody. From what I can see. Ooh, tell me more. Ooh, two cards. Try to fall out, so I'm going to take them. Oh. So this person feels like they in love with you. Wonder why that is. Why would they feel that now? And I really feel like it's the egg on their face. I feel like this person didn't realize your worth. They didn't understand your high value. They knew you had it, but they didn't think you had it. You get what I'm saying? They didn't think you knew it. Indian warrior princess, majestic, fierce, noble spirit, resilient, graceful. Yeah, you had all the things, all the qualities that they would have wanted in a person. But this is somebody didn't know how to keep that kind of energy. So instead of keeping you, what they do is keep you on a little roller coaster. Like they keep you off and on the ride. They get on, have a thrill, then they get off. They disappear in the park, then they come back, get back on the ride, and then they get off. And then they disappear in the park. So this person plays a lot of games. This person is hot and cold. You never know what you're going to get from them and why. But see, this is training you to heal, right? Because the more somebody does stuff like this, the more they help you heal and move on. If you don't get addicted to the cycles, because the cycles do create an addiction. I was learning that recently, and that makes sense. You know, that intermittent loving, you know, and then that pause, that period of, you know, no contact, and then you go back to loving again. That creates a an addictive response to somebody cycling in and out your life. And I feel like, you know how they say in the 12-step program, the first step is acknowledging you have a problem. When you realize you don't want that problem no more, then you start to seek the help that you need. So tell me more, Spirit. The Divine Feminine is here again. So this is you, collective, in your power now, recognizing who you are, healing who you are, vibing high now, right? You know you're high value. You know you are high frequency. You know what I'm saying? You know you're dealing with your higher self. And you know you deserve much, much more. Put that up. She front and center. And this person's like, well, I'm in love with you. But they can't control themselves. This is somebody who knows that they ain't right, but haven't got any help to do it, to correct it. Hasn't done any changes. Why? Because stubborn is here. So even if you have activated this person's heart, even if you have activated them, none of that matters unless they change. But Spirit says they're not changing because they're still in stubborn energy. So that means you got to heal, right? Tell me more, Spirit. Suppressing. Okay, so instead of changing, this person suppresses by numbing, escaping, drowning, drinking, mask. This person drink too much. They do other things. They do other things. You know, whatever those things are, they do it just to suppress how they feel because they're unwilling to do the work on themselves. It is giving Oshun. It's definitely giving Oshun. It's giving Ma'at energy. It's giving that Ankh energy. It's giving that golden womb energy. Tell me more. And spiritual gifts, yeah. But see, Spirit said you knew or you know, right? So you have all the clairs, or you got some clairs. Clairsentience, clairvoyance, clairaudience, telepathy, excuse me, visionary, your intercession, faith, miracles. You could probably touch somebody, feel something from them, look at somebody's energy in a picture, or talk to them and just hear what you need to hear from them to understand what you're dealing with. And you always had that discernment, right? So why then would somebody continue to lie to you, be unreal, wear the mask with you? They already know you gifted. Like, there's no hiding that. And I'm pretty sure you didn't bother to hide this. Person could lie to you if they wanted to. But yet, and still, they persist, right? So now they got the egg on their face. And they over there numbing. This person don't want to deal with their own shadows. Yeah, you are loyal, devoted. You... So with loyalty, I'm getting... That's just how much they thought they could play with you. They thought because you were loyal, they could play the games. Because you were loyal, that they could, come back anytime. You ain't going nowhere. Collective gonna be right there. I ain't gotta worry about nothing. Because collective always got me. That's what they thought. Collective got me. Mm-hmm. And spirit determined that is a lie. You know what I'm saying? That's a lie. What they didn't understand is this person was lying to themselves. They kept telling themselves, I could just keep going. This person kept pushing you further and further away. So now we're at the healing point where you don't want them no more. And, it has come up in many, 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 and even now with this person feeling so guilty or whatever, they need forgiveness. Is that's possibly what they're feeling right now, is that they need forgiveness for whatever they did to you. And I feel like whatever they did, it was calculated in sometimes and it was sloppy in others, right? They just did not care. They did what they did, and they did not care how it impacted you, or they wouldn't, or they feel like they had to because they felt like you so loyal that they can come back anytime they want anyway, right? This is somebody that tell you to your face some crap and then act like, oh no, I didn't mean that. You know I didn't mean that. Right? They tell you that after the fact, like, girl, you know I was mad. I was just saying that because I was pissed. I only did that because I was upset. Yeah, all right. And when a person does that to you enough times, what's up, Carmen? Soon to be birthday girl. When somebody does that to you enough times, you realize they meant it every time they did it. At least a logical person, a person that's coming out of the fog, will come to the understanding and conclusion that if you did that to me, you meant that. Because if you care about me, you wouldn't do the sneaking and the lying. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be love bombing me and playing with me. Well, guess what? You done caught on, you got hip to the bullshit in the game. You get what I'm saying? Come more, spirit. We were just talking about you. Saying the birthday girl's gonna have a birthday tomorrow. Alright, spirit, tell me more. One at a time. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this person, when they were proposing whatever, or offering you something, this person still was locked in with a third party situation. They might even use the person or the third party trying to make you jealous, trying to keep you stuck, projecting, trying to see how they. Come on. Third party is where it's at. And this person sneaking around with, I feel like, multiple third parties, but they try to use those people against you. Tell me more. And the Empress done came out. This is the third time. Spirit said, if you don't recognize the fact that you are her, there is no other. I don't know who this person is playing around, playing them games with, being low vibrational with. You are it. You are their first true love. There is no other. You are probably their only love. Like, I don't know what this person thinks they love, but you're the only Empress in this person's life. And it's 3 times. And Empress number is 3. So, yeah. Tell me more. Yeah, but that third party energy, and it says here, I'm sorry. Let me just add that. I'm in love with you. This person has a real weird way of showing I love you, playing around with other people, getting caught and doing foolish stuff. They got a real weird way of expressing love. I don't feel like this person understands what love really is. They can't. If they doing this to you, this person don't love themselves because you would never do that. The things that they're doing to a high vibrational person who loves them, who gives them unconditional love. You see them in ways like you see their potential, but you see who they are, right? And you still love them. That don't come often. People will hang around you, stick around you because there's some benefit to them, but there's a big difference in your energy when you love somebody in spite of who they are or the things that they're doing. You still love them no matter what. Yeah. Now they think they in love with you. Hmm. Interesting. Not treating you like that. Tell me more, spirit. Yeah, and you Ten of Wands this situation. You drop the burden. Much. It's too much carrying all of that. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with somebody who be lying, really want to be there for a good time, but not a long time. But telling you something else. Really, that don't benefit anybody, really. Spirit said you moving on. And your person is Spirit said lazy. They got lazy like physical, right? But it could be equate to financial. You know, you may be wish fulfillment, but they are down on. So if this person is coming toward you, is because they have financial difficulties, and the person is lady in relationships, 9 of Cups. They're not able to be as independent as they used to be or want to be, and that has a lot to do. Okay, here it is. Because like the always takes maybe back to you. They think winner. Mm, right, right. Okay, new levels, new devils. Tell me more, spirit. What I just heard, it, you know, spirit. Not said no. Right, this person is out of your life. It's a choice with them, right? But they pull that card too. Um, it's a choice with them because it's a new level of drama. Spirit said every time you have to learn the lesson that you have with your connection. I don't know what to do about that, y'all. Another level of their stuff, maybe because you didn't fully and stop. I don't know. Oh my God. I don't know what to do. So you know what that means, right? That means that's a final was you can always and my bars is full. Stop it. I don't know what you want me to stop and to say. But you know we start say you can hear me better now. And if you want me to see. All right, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? All right. I see what time it is.